Hello and welcome back to one of my Trains in World videos. Today I'm going to do a bit of a special one, I suppose. It's the Great Western Express Remaster has been released today, and I thought it would be nice just to go over a route that I did on here about 2 years ago on TSW3. It was a service to Greenford, and I thought it might be nice just to go and do that one again. It's only a short run. And see the differences between now and then. So all the updates have been downloaded, so we're on the Great Western Express. So it's a timetable one. So we'll go for the 2017 timetable and across to the first group, one class 166. We'll make it a 165. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, on this. We need to make sure it's a 2-car, otherwise it won't work. Now, the actual service I did was 2 Golf 10, Paddington to Greenford. No, there we go. So we'll select that. What we'll do is I'll put it into custom weather as it was back then. I'll make it in August. I think I set it in so that at least the weather and the weather are going to be similar. Right, so let's get started. I haven't looked at this at all since this morning when I've downloaded it, so let's get going, shall we? I'll play as a driver. Excuse me. They may have had guards back in 2017. I'm not sure. I certainly don't have them now. And to be perfectly honest, there's not that many people on them, so it'd be a guard would be a pretty boring journey. Right, let's see. So we go. Let's get started. So what platform we on? I don't really know actually. Right, let's key in anyway. Are we on? Are we on? Oh, I do hate these on here. Yes, we are. Right, we're unlocked. Okay. We'll put it in neutral and we'll open the door on the right hand side. What we'll do is make sure the safety systems are I think vigilance is normal. Okie dokie. I'm not worried too much about timings on this. We'll put the display on if I can. Gauge, there we go. They're not that bright in real life, to be honest with you. What about our lights? Daylights. Let's have a quick look around outside what we've got here. Alright, so we're platform 14, I can tell. It looks very similar. Let's have a quick wander around. We'll see, I'll go across here through the barriers. So here we have the new Paddington, and my, there's a lot of trains here now. HSTs in different liveries, people as well, which was lacking from the previous version, and some Cafe Nero, which is actually where it is. Shame they're not open. That would be quite nice, but you know, some you could actually go in the stores or whatever, but just some minor detail. Okay, so we better get back to our set. Oh, we've got a few more seconds yet. So this is a 2-car 165, which is what runs now. There aren't any 166s on this route, so we'll jump back in the cab. I'm supposed to be a bit of a rush one round there, but close the doors. Alright, we'll sit back in our chair. Okay, we'll lock the doors. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so we've got 25 miles an hour out here. Yep, we've got the correct on there, 1-4, which actually isn't. It should be 1-3. 1-4 is coming back. but we'll forgive them that. Now, what we got here? Oh, test okay. Okay, let's see if we can. No, okay, right, okay. So, yeah, this is before the station was remodeled because that little bit of loop doesn't exist now. Apparently, there used to be quite a few issues at that platform. As it platform 14 has got its own line now because there's no platform 13. Okay, so here we go. Oh, the London Underground. I'm glad I bought the Isle of Wight fairly recently, the 2022, because you get the, is it 485 or 484 or whatever? I'm not familiar. Oh, 484. There we go. Yeah, Isle of Wight line. I bought it when it was on sale. Oh, I think the fuse must be off of the TPWS. There we go. There we go. I don't know why they do that. Why isolate it and then put the fuse over it? It doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, so it's 40 now. Let's get a look out here. Look at that. I've heard some people, or read some people in the comments on some of the community forums that these trains are slow to accelerate. Well, they are in real life. They are quite slow. They're diesel engines, and they're getting old. They're 1990s stock, 1990s stock, and when the weather gets warm, it also gets the engines become less efficient, and they tend to take longer to accelerate and so on. And they're also inside these days. They are not as nice, clean and tidy as this is. This is lovely. They tend to be a bit more, let me say, worn. Okay, so our first stop is Acton Main Line. Let's have a quick look outside here. So this looks so much better. It really does. Made a fantastic job of it. Okay, we're in the 50 now, so we've just gone past Westbourne Park Station. Obviously, there's lots of other layers that come in onto this route. So if you've got other DLC, you'll find that I think there's 29 at the moment other services later onto this, which is huge. I'm pretty sure that I don't have them all. I probably have half of them, but I think I've got the important ones. Obviously, the more routes you have, the more trains you like to see, but also there's also a bit of concern about there's a what they call Heathrow Connect service there now, about any issues with lagging and all the rest of it. So I suppose that's the compromise. Also over here, all these works just looks so different. I did re-watch my old video this morning, and it definitely shows its age. Right, so we're into the 80 now. So looking over here, that's the entrance to North Pole Depot, just there, where all the IETs are stored and maintained. I think this is the engine and carriage works over there, which takes you into Old Oak Common, I think. And this is the North Pole just here, I think, where Eurostar were maintained, but now it's all IETs in there. Oh, there we go, into City Livery one there. You just wouldn't see this many on the previous version, not at all. So on your right, this is where currently this is where HS2 is being built. There are sidings there for the Elizabeth line as well. Was that a Class 8 over there? Right over there, you can see it. and a Heathrow Connect train in there. Is that 350, isn't it? This is great. It's so much better. Yeah, so the on the right there now is currently where HS2 has been built. So coming up, oh, I better brake, hadn't I? I'm going to stick it in full service, we might not make the brakes otherwise. Normally in these turbos you brake in step 1, not step 2 or 3. Oops, let's put it in emergency. Well, that wasn't too bad. We got, well, a few seconds late, but... So here we are, we're at Acton. Again, these stations have all been changed now. They've all, because of the Elizabeth line here now, it's all been refurbished with, you know, waiting rooms and all the rest of it here. And I've got the announcements. Should we watch it leave? Okay, here we go. And it's quite clean. Our ones are quite claggy these days. You see a little bit coming out. There we go. But you've got the heat haze there. If you're driving these, then normally you have to put it into, to get moving, you're going to put it into step 4, 3 or 4 at the very least to get it going. No point in doing it 1 or 2, that won't get you anywhere. So okay, our next stop is Ealing Broadway. The line speed changes up and down quite a bit between here and Reading on the relief lines. There you go, from 80 to 85, then to 90, and then back down to 85 or 80, and back up to 85 and then 90 again. And it's different in the down direction as it is in the up direction. You find that most people just tend to stick to 80 because that way you don't have to think too hard about the speed. Okay, so our next stop on this glorious day. Let's have a look over here. So this is Acton Depot. There's not much happening there. I think I don't have an awful lot of extra freight on my none of the cargo line stuff. As freight, not really anything I'm particularly bothered about, although I think if it comes up in the sale then I might well do it. So here we have the another one coming in the other direction in your First Great Western and GWR liveries. I'm sorry to keep flicking outside, but I think you don't do it justice if you're outside rather than inside. Oh. Okay, we're coming into... I'm getting so carried away, I'm not watching the speed here, so... Okay, we're going to be okay for this one. So we're coming into Ealing Broadway now, where you've got the central line that comes this direction. And I think we can see one in there actually. So here we come, we're coming into Ealing Broadway. Again, another station that's been extensively updated. Elizabeth Line, a very busy station if you come through there in certain times of the day.
This is Ealing Broadway. Do not try to board or
Here we are, so we're at Ealing Broadway. Let's have a quick look at the tube stock over here. If I can. Okay, let's go through this way then. There we go. It's such a difference having people walking around, especially this station, which is very, very busy. Alright, okay, let's lock the doors. Oh, it's leaving. There we go. Check those sounds out. That's excellent. Okay, let's go. So our next stop is West Ealing, which is basically just the end of the road here. Right, let's get it going. So it's about
The next station
half a
is
mile away.
This is a
No,
Great
just under a
Western
mile.
Railway service to
HST coming through. Let's get some speed up. It really is a very short journey to West Ealing, where this then would normally swing round to the right and then head off down to Castle Park, Drayton Green, Castle Park, South Greenford and Greenford. That only happens beginning of the day and the end of the day now. But in this era, the bay platform, which is at West Ealing, doesn't exist. You never noticed that church there. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that later. Here we go. Okay, let's shut off. We don't. So we've got a single yellow. So we're coming up to a red. Let's put a bit more braking. Normally on a turbo, braking step 1 because it's that's the way you're kind of taught. Unless the brakes aren't very good, in that case, obviously you use a bit more. We're approaching the red, so we don't want to be hitting the platform too fast. Really no more than, you should be aiming for sort of 10 miles an hour at the end of the platform, really. In a bay platform, on a this one, certainly no more than 20 miles an hour, really. Particularly if there's a TPWS grid and you're going too fast, you might trip it and then come to an abrupt halt. Here we go. So whoop. Yeah, the brakes are not so good in this one either. Here we go.
This is West Ealing.
0758. Great
So
Western
this here
Railway
now is
service
actually a
to
bay platform into West Ealing Station, and the route goes round. There's some points up this way. So this point at the end of the platform here, you'd get a the signal. Where is the signal? To be honest with you, I can't see it. There's no signal for this one. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be, does there? Okay, let's lock the doors. No signal here, so you won't be able to get round there. So it's a bit further down, maybe. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so how did we do? Well, there you go. Shouldn't really mess that one up. It's a 15-minute journey. Anyway, I'm really impressed with the updates. It's such a difference. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do a couple more videos, I think, on this route, and I hope that you'll take the time to watch them with me. Anyway, in the meantime, have a great day, and see you again soon. Bye bye now.